Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a little journal catch-up video. I have so many spreads to get caught up on in my different journals, so we're gonna do that all together today. I think that I'm gonna need 2 videos to fully get caught up on all the spreads I want to finish, but you know what? That's okay. We are going to take our time catching up. I just want to make sure I'm pretty caught up before I leave for my trip. Let me just make sure that everything I need is covered. Okay, the first spread we are going to work on is my St. Patty's spread. Basically, I just have these cutie little photos here that I want to put in my journal from the St. Patty's Day celebration at school. And so we're going to make a cute little spread. I want to deviate from how I normally do my spreads and just kind of do a paper collage in the background. I think that would be super cute. This might be a little too distracting, but it is really adorable. I'm trying to see what greens I have that I could pull in to make this spread. I think it would be fun to just collage a bunch of different green papers. Let's see. No, I think it needs to be like brighter greens. Yeah, I think we'll stick with this and that, and then maybe also some black paper. If I have any, perfect. There we go. Just gonna collage it, and then maybe I'll see if I can throw in some fun green stickers or something. But I think this cat paper should add enough something to the spread. Okay, this is something new I've been doing where I try to, instead of just using washi tape to decorate the edges or anything like that, I'm trying to incorporate just like paper layering. I don't know. I've only ever done it once before in my journal, so we're really trying out something new here. Because normally when I put in photos in my journal, I'll use washi tape to decorate. So this is a little bit different from what I normally do. But again, trying to be more creative in my journal. Okay, we'll do this paper here. And the other half of it up there. It's nice to get this little sheet of scrapbook paper used up though, because it's been in my collection for quite a while. And then I guess I would just kind of layer the images, and then I could add some text, I guess. Just need to make sure that everything in the middle there is erased. I'm gonna grab my eraser here. We're just gonna erase everything that was not covered by the paper. I'm gonna glue this on. Okay, we can do this here, and then this one over here. I wanna add a little bit more to cover up the empty space here. Cute. This is actually kind of fun. Again, not something I normally do, but I think that would be cute. Okay, we're gonna put glue on my pictures. And these I just print out on my printer. It's an HP OfficeJet 3800, 3830, 3833, something of the sort. I can never remember what the actual number is, but it's just a little regular inkjet printer that I got during COVID, and it's been holding up super well. I use instant ink, which I love. They basically send you cartridges whenever you run out, and they charge you by the page, which works out for me because I print full pages of color, and that would get quite expensive if I was using, sorry, just grabbing my brush pen. That would get expensive if I was buying cartridges on my own. Okay, so we'll just write maybe St. Patty's, and then 2025. And I think I'll cut out St. Patty's separately from 2025. It's always nice to get caught up in my journals. When I'm super busy, there are spreads I want to make that I just don't have the time for, so I usually will leave space for it in my journal. And then whenever I do have the time, like right now on the weekend, I will try to get caught up. The thing is, I'm unfortunately not caught up because I finished school and then pretty much went straight into going to work. So it's been busy, but it's been super fun regardless. So St. Patty's 2025. I kind of wish I guess I could do 2025 St. Patty's. That still works because I just wanted to put the St. Patty's here where there was more empty space. And then the 2025 we could just stick here. Really cute, actually. I'm liking how the spread turned out. And this paper layering thing, I like it, I think. It also puts me out of my comfort zone, which I'm really trying to do more of in my journal. So that's our first spread for today. There is one more spread that I want to do in this journal, which is a bookish spread right here for the book Wildside by Elsie Silver. Clearly, I was not having it on March 22nd. I'm just going to erase this off camera so I don't shake the table too much. And I kind of wanted to see if I could pull in some stickers or anything like that to add a bit more color to the page. Again, trying to deviate from being too lazy when it comes to my journaling. But honestly, I'm not really seeing anything that would fit this too well. So we're just going to do some hand lettering. Now, I do need my markers. Let me grab that. And the cover of the book is very green, so we're just going to do different shades of green. 1, 2, 3. We'll do these 3. And it's nice that this side is also green. But the quote I want is, "This is my choice, you and me together." So this is my choice, you and me together. That's kind of short. This is my choice, you and me together. We're just gonna wing it. And how do I want to write this out? I think we'll do lowercase and then this is my choice. We'll do you and oops, bit of spacing here, so we'll put a little heart there. You and me. Then we'll write out together. And then here at the bottom, we have some extra space, so we will write out Wildside. Just making sure it's the right one. Cute. Okay, we're gonna do a drop shadow with black and then draw some little doodles around, I think. This is probably not the best marker for this, but that's okay. Kind of also wanna, oops, messed up this drop shadow here. Kind of have to pull it closer to myself to fix it. Okay, there we go. This marker here is a Tombow Fudenosuke soft tip. I prefer the hard tip, but I currently have it packed away for my future trip because I want to film a video about it. So we're just going to make do with what we have. Perfect. There we go. So the strokes are a little bit less even than I would like, but that's okay. And almost done. So cute. Okay, perfect. And then for doodles, this, I'm trying to remember what this book was about because honestly, I read it so long ago that it's kind of hard to remember. Because I know that he was an MMA fighter. I don't remember what she did. And I don't really want to draw like an MMA mask on it anyway. So, you know what? We're just going to draw some sparkles, which is my go-to normally when I don't know what else to draw. We'll do the diamond here, the spark here, and then again, just throw in sparkles to fill up the space. I'm really rethinking if I want to continue doing these book spreads in 2026. It might seem a little early to be thinking about this, but I just feel like I'm not really in love with how my spreads are turning out, and it's not really, I don't know, it's not, I'm not loving doing them. They kind of feel like a chore sometimes. So we'll see if I continue it. It's not a no for sure, but yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on. We are going to do a little spread to celebrate my 200 2,450 subscriber milestone. Again, just gotta erase this. I did pre-cut my numbers. I just cut them out of scrapbook paper, or like, honestly, this is scrap paper from a little paper bag I got. It's not really scrapbook paper, but it is patterned paper. And we're just gonna lay out the numbers here. I hope they freaking fit. I feel like they just barely fit, and that is okay. That's just what we need. I've been doing these spreads ever since I hit 100 subscribers to celebrate every 50 subscriber milestone. I feel like it keeps me humble, keeps me grateful. I am really grateful for all of you watching my videos. It seriously means so much. I love making these videos. I love having a digital diary of my journals, you know, in case I ever, knock on wood, lose them. And honestly, I just love YouTube. I love watching YouTube. And so making my own videos has always been super fun. And I love seeing other people's journals. I love chatting with you guys in the comments about your own journals. So I just love this community and I'm super grateful for it. And if you're watching this video, thank you so much for watching. Again, really very much so appreciated. Okay, so these numbers are cut out and I just stuck them on. Like I said, this is using some scrap paper I had left over from a paper bag. It really just proves that you can use anything to journal. You don't need fancy supplies. Here, we are going to write out subscribers using my different markers. Once again, we're going to pick out some colors that match. We have an orange, a reddish orange. That's too similar. This is good. And then we have a light blue. We have a dark, or like a deeper green. And then we have a dark blue. Any colors I'm missing? I don't think so. So we'll just put these in rainbow order. And then I'll write out subscribers. I should stop capping these markers. Subscribers. And a little exclamation mark at the end. Okay, let's recap these markers now. I've had this box of 100 Crayola Super Tips for so long. I think I got them on my, 17th, 18th birthday or something like that. And I'm now 22, so I've had these for quite a while. And obviously a lot of them have dried up, but a lot of them are also still holding on quite well, which is really nice. I'm gonna cut this out. This is just some scrap sticker paper left over from when I make stickers. I always cut off the corners if there's extra sticker paper so that I can use it for making dates or little labels like this. It just makes it so convenient because I don't need to use glue to stick it on. And every part of it is sticky, so it rarely, honestly, never, not even just rarely, but never peels off, which is super nice and handy. Plus, like, why waste it? Sticker paper is expensive, so I'm gonna use every last drop that I can get. And there we go. Super cute spread here. And that is everything for this journal that we are going to work on today. Let's see how long this video is so far. We are at 13 minutes. So I'm trying to think of what spreads we can also do. And I think first I will do my daily spread in my regular journal here. I'm just using some washi tape to decorate, which is this pretty little self-care washi tape from the Coffee Monsters Co. I'm just seeing which way I need to lay the washi. I like to alternate between laying the washi down on the horizontal side versus the vertical side. So we're just going to trim the edge because it's a little bit jagged. And then we're going to put the washi down. It's a very simple spread for today. Really nothing crazy. But I figured I would show you guys anyway. If you are interested in buying anything from the Coffee Monsters Co., I do have a 10% off referral link down below if you're interested. I do get some points from it, but I love Helen's shop. I think her products are the cutest, and this washi is no exception. Today is Mother's Day. By the time this video goes up, Mother's Day will be long gone, and honestly, it might even be Father's Day. But I thought this washi was super cute and relaxing for the relaxing day that's not that I had because I'm a mother, but that I had just because it's a Sunday. And then I feel like it kind of represents Mother's Day. And I don't really know why, but I just get that vibe from it. Okay, so that is done. We're going to use, I think, like a teal green to decorate. I think that would be super cute. Today is Sunday, May 11th. So we'll write that out. Right, it is the 11th, yeah. Cute. Then we'll just cut it out. Okay, that is that. I'm just gonna put down the Sunday label, but I'm not gonna put down the May 11th yet in case I end up writing 3 pages about today. I don't think I will, but just in case, I can always add more washi and then stick this label down afterwards. So that is my daily spread for today. Super simple and not really considered catching up, but also just staying on track to keep my journals completed. Okay, last but not least, we are going to work in my reading journal for this year. This is my theme for April, which I really love. I feel like it turned out super cute. I am actually quite behind. It is currently May, like you guys just saw, but I haven't done some of my spreads for April, which is really bad. I need to make like my book tracking spread, which normally I track the books I read on this page and then make the collage later. But this month I was so busy, or honestly, it was like the month of March and then the month of April where I was so busy with school that I didn't have time to make these before the month started. And so I ended up tracking it on my laptop, and we are going to basically just cheat and like transfer all the books here. No big deal, honestly, but yeah. So we're going to make the 2 spreads here. Normally what I do is I do a spread tracking the books, and then I also do a spread where I can write down thoughts I had on different books, new books I read and stuff. So we're going to do that for April and then just kind of fill it in as if I was filling it in real time. Now, the little elements I have to decorate today's spread are printables from Pink Planner Shop. You guys know I love it. I'm going to pick 2 for this spread. I think I'll go with these 2. And then these I'll save for this spread here, which I probably won't do in today's video, maybe in another journal catch up. Now, last time I did my spread in the middle, so we're probably going to do maybe like, no, I can't do 2 corners. So I'll do top and bottom, and then maybe the middle for this side. Yeah, I like that. Top and bottom means I'll put this down here. Okay, so I have various different little papers here, as you guys can probably see. We're going to decorate the top and bottom of our spread on the left with them. I have some papers, paint samples, and just stuff that all matches the color scheme. Let's do it like this. I'm going to put some pink, and then this beigey color. We're gonna do, oh, I also have this, which is from the art itself. And then I'm missing a bit of green. Where are my scissors? Here they are. We'll cut a little bit of green for this section here and then fill it in with just a bit more brown craft paper. And then on the bottom, we're also going to cover it up. This part has been pretty quick for me because I'm used to just layering things with paper. I feel like it always turns out super cute. We'll do this here, and then again, just a little bit of craft paper. Trying to see how I can make this fit. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just gonna stick this down here because I definitely did not read so many books that I'm gonna go all the way down. But it's nice to have a bit of extra paper like that. I can also stick in some stickers if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do one of these circles behind it or up here, or should I just leave it? Maybe I'll just leave it. Sometimes I feel like I go, I kind of like it though, but maybe a different color. Should I do this one behind it? I feel like that would be kind of cute. We are going to just lift this up a bit. We're going to stick this down here and then layer it. That's cute. And then we'll trim off the excess paper. This flower paper is so cute. My friend basically got a present and it was wrapped in that paper, and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that paper is so pretty. And knowing me, all my friends know that I love to like collect stuff for my journal. They were like, she was like, well, do you want it? And I was like, duh. So I took the paper from her and I used it as paper scraps, and it's been great. Okay. I will now use the stickers here to mark that these were my April reads. I think it would be cute actually to do it kind of layered like this here. I feel like that's cute. And then up here we can put the stickers that I have to mark the title, author, and the date that I finished it. So we'll put it up here. Title, Actually, author can go here, and then date is pretty small, so I'll put it at the end. Okay, and I will fill that in off camera with all the books I read in April. And then on this side, we're gonna make a little spread where I can write any thoughts I had for the books I read in the month of April. And to do that, I'm just gonna layer some paper in the middle. You can do some of this paper like that. We'll do a bit of green up here, and then a bit more green, I think would be cute. And then honestly, I feel like I don't really need to put a little printable here. I feel like it looks cute enough on its own. Maybe we'll do a bit more of the green here, because I feel like there wouldn't be a really good spot to put it. So what I can do is, what do I normally write on this page? Thoughts and reviews? Oh, I didn't even write anything here. Thoughts and reviews, I guess. And I will just do it on a piece of scrap sticker paper as per usual. Thoughts and reviews. Maybe I'll just write reviews. And then we can layer it with some stickers or something. So let's cut that out. Perfect. And I could layer it with this sticker, which has a bit of the colors of the spread or of the art. Let's see. That's cute. I like that. Okay, it is a bit empty on the top and bottom, but I think that is okay. Optionally, I could put like some of these stickers like this, but I think I'll leave it for now. If I want to add anything, I will do that later, and you guys can see the full result in the flip through. But I'll probably also do a mid-month flip through, or mid-year flip through, I mean. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested in seeing how these spreads have turned out so far. I've really been enjoying this reading journal. It's just that I haven't quite had as much time as I've wanted to work on it, and hopefully that will change this summer, but we'll see. With that, I think that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed catching up in a few different spreads with me. I try to do different spreads in this journal or in these journal vlogs just so you guys aren't seeing me make so many of the same spreads. So I hope you guys like the variety. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!